Yeah, I know. I've been posting plenty of washer-related videos, but I figured I'd get those out of the way before I do more fan videos. Anyways, I talked a little bit about these machines in the past, but I figured it's time to do an actual proper review of both of them. So, as you can see, we have a Whirlpool Gold Series Ultimate Care 2. These were the machines that we bought after we moved in February of 2006. They're made either in 2006 or 2005. I think it's likely 2005 because, well, like I said, we moved in pretty early. And so far, they still work. They work pretty much like new. Granted, the spin clutch on the washer had to be replaced, but even with the worn spin clutch, it did alright. Alright, we're starting off with the washer. As you saw, this is a direct drive. Yeah, up until 2011, they stopped making direct drives like this in general. Which is a shame because they actually worked pretty well. As you can see, it's a bit dirty due to a mixture of age as well as just not cleaning it yet. It's got a bit of paint on it. Some rust. It's actually missing a screw from there, which might also explain why it had a bit of trouble turning back on back in 2011. But hey, it's working now. Has your dual action agitator. Yeah, honestly, I think the dual actions have better turnover, but hey, that's just me. Nice steel tub. And the suspension is still pretty good. It clicks sometimes when it's off balance. I think that's just a mixture of it being worn, mainly because originally there were 4 people living in this house. My brother moved out in November of 2015, so that's nearly 10 years of washing clothes for 4 people. Of course, it also didn't help that, for whatever reason, the new spin clutch dried up a bit, so every time the washer would stop, it would stop immediately, which was probably not good for the suspension. Thankfully, I oiled the brake a bit. Yeah, so there's definitely signs of age. But hey, it's still working. This is actually a pretty good machine, like I said. Metal is slightly thin compared to an older machine, but it's much better than what's being built today. It's got your spiral pattern of this time period. Yeah, older machines had the checkerboard pattern of the holes. There's your bleach dispenser. And these are all your settings. It's got your free moving switch for the load, which I like. All your water temperatures. Extra rinse, which we really don't use. And of course, this selects the speed combinations. Yeah, nice heavy duty switches. Yeah, this one's kinda loose, but I don't mind that too much. And of course, there's your timer. Yeah, it can actually move both ways. Yeah, you can actually hear it going a bit. Yeah, nowadays all these washers are being controlled by a computer and you just put it on a certain setting. It also has to sense the load. Yeah, I don't get the whole accurate wash sensor since you're the one that's changing the settings. So I don't get that. It's also got your Energy Star rating. Yeah, because of that though, the water level is below 2 holes. If you actually look closely, you'll see the top 2 holes don't really have any wear on them, since the water level is always below that. Another minor complaint about this washer is that the transmission, for whatever reason, is a bit fickle sometimes, especially on fast. While it does neutral drain most of the time when you put it on high-speed agitation, when it starts out, it slips into spin drain more often. I don't know if it's just because of the insulation of the room or it just needs a few loads to warm up. I really don't get that. Like I said, on the very first load on fast agitation, it slips into spin drain, but after that, it's fine. I also said in the comments on one of the videos that it actually slips less into spin drain when the dryer is running. So, transmission is a bit weird. It's always been like that. But, truthfully, I don't mind that too much. Another slight complaint I have is how weak the water flow in the machine is. Yeah, compared to an older machine, it's pretty weak. That was another thing for the Energy Star rating for this time period. I really don't get how that's supposed to save water or anything like that. It's especially bad on the hot water. It's very weak. Another minor complaint is this little guard for the fabric softener. I really don't get why it has that. Truthfully, it just makes it easier to get clogged up. But hey, it's easy to clean. It's just a minor pet peeve. But overall, this is actually a pretty good machine. Yeah, I know I mentioned that I talked crap about it in 2011, but that was me being an ignorant 18-year-old and having no idea of how the HE machines work. Like, honestly, I thought even though they had no tub brakes, I thought the agitators would at least work the same, but nope. All agitators now work at a very slow speed and barely have any turnover. And sadly, Speed Queen isn't much better now that they have that stupid Agitub setting. I really don't get why they did that model. It's just stupid. So yeah, this direct drive is definitely worth keeping. I really hope my parents keep this. Like I said, this technically belongs to them, and I'm likely not going to be able to have access to it once I move out. But hey, I figured I'd keep it running while I'm still here. And if my parents do think about getting rid of it, hopefully they decide to sell it rather than tossing it. Let's move on to the dryer. There's not too much to say about it since dryers really don't have as much to do. All it does is rotate to tumble the clothes dry. It's got the buzzer. We typically like to have it off, but I figured I'd show it on. So, here you go. Loud, isn't it? It's also got some pretty heavy switches. Listen to those clicks. Yeah, we never used the air dry setting. Yeah, this timer on this has become a bit loud, likely due to age. A weird thing about it is that even if the dryer is not actually running, the timer still clicks. Like, you'd think it would only click if you actually have the dryer running. Let's take a look at the inside. Yeah, you can thank my brother for that, for having gum inside one of his jean pockets. Yeah, this is why you check your pockets before throwing stuff in the washer and dryer. Yeah, we didn't care enough to change the bulb in there. This is your lint trap. Like the washer, it definitely needs to be cleaned up a bit, but it's still working. Yeah, a little difficult to turn, which is kind of good since it shows how heavy duty this is. Nice heavy drum. As I mentioned in my appliance video, the switch started cracking, likely because we tended to slam this and it split in half, but hey, Just a simple click and it's good. Thanks to some tape. This is the information. Yeah, both of these are built in Burton Harbor, Michigan, USA. No China pride. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Whirlpool Gold Ultimate Care 2 Series washer and dryer. Aside from some slight kinks, these are very good machines, and hopefully they last a lot longer for my parents, even after I move out. Who knows, maybe they'll call me over to have these fixed, since I've been studying on how to keep these going. I mean, I already took care of the tub rig on the washer. So, and plus it'd be a shame if my parents threw these away. It would be a shame if these ended up dying on them. Because, like I said, these are very good machines. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.